If there was one open secret in the WNBA last season, it's that Caitlin Clark took some of the roughest, dirtiest fouls we've seen in league history. After giving the W a record-breaking year, I honestly thought the league had learned its lesson, that they needed to protect their biggest star at all costs. But here we are again, and just when I hoped this season would be different, it's clear that some things never change. 2 games down, 1 more to go as the Indiana Fever heads to Atlanta to face the red-hot Dream for their final preseason matchup. The action started with Kelsey finding Natasha Howard on the roll. Howard spun smoothly and dropped in a soft hook shot. Then it was Tiffany Mitchell's turn. She fooled her defender with a slick fake handoff, getting the crowd and the stat sheet buzzing. After grabbing a rebound, Queen Egbo took matters into her own hands, pushing the ball coast to coast and blowing past every defender in sight for a strong finish. With the Fever starting to build momentum, the Dream answered back. Rookie Tahina Pow, the 8th overall pick, stepped up with 2 tough back-to-back drives, tying things up at 11-all. But just as the Dream tied it up, the Fever answered right back. They scored an and-one bucket down low, coming off a smooth connection between Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. Moments later, CC delivered her first Caitlin special of the night, stepping into a deep 3 and sinking it with confidence. Caitlin Clark took control at the top of the key, and after a back-and-forth battle in the first 12 minutes, the Fever held a 21-16 lead to close out the first quarter. Just 15 seconds into the second, CC wasted no time setting the tone, draining another 3 with her signature confidence. She followed that up with a sharp pinpoint pass to a cutting Sophie Cunningham, who finished the easy 2 under the basket.
Explosive, entertaining.
To counter the Fever's offensive rhythm, Tahina Pow fired back with a deep 3 of her own, cutting the deficit with a loud kapow. But the Fever weren't fazed. On the next possession, Sophie Cunningham responded right back, splashing a triple to keep the Dream in check. Sophie was heating up, but just as the Fever started building momentum, the refs stepped in, slapping Caitlin Clark with her first technical foul of the season. Getting teed up isn't new for CC though. Channeling her frustration, the former Rookie of the Year went off, burning Pow with a nasty step-back 3. But the rookie wasn't going to let that slide. On the very next play, Tahina got her revenge, crossing up Caitlin and putting her on skates, shaking the arena with that highlight move. Still, the Fever closed the quarter strong, stringing together some solid plays. At halftime, the scoreboard read 42-40 in favor of Indiana. Then, right as the third quarter kicked off, things took a scary turn. While chasing a rebound, Sophie Cunningham accidentally stepped on a Dream player's foot and twisted her ankle badly. Luckily, Coach Christy Sides later said it wasn't serious, and Sophie is expected to be ready for opening night. Back to action. Caitlin Clark drove through traffic and dropped in a tough finish with Alicia Gray draped all over her. Moments later, she threaded a beautiful bounce pass to a rolling Aaliyah Boston, who softly floated it in with her left hand. Pow kept Atlanta in the game by pushing the pace, but Kelsey Mitchell stole the spotlight with a smooth lefty drive that made Gray dance before banking it in. Classic Kelsey flair. With the Fever trying to pull away, Bree Jones muscled her way into the paint, scoring back-to-back buckets to keep the Dream close. Then came a 3-point shootout. Kelsey Mitchell hit one from the corner only to be matched by Ryan Howard, who drilled a running triple on the other end. With 3 minutes left in the third, Caitlin drove hard into the paint and got hacked across the face by Howard. To make things worse, DB took contact on the follow-up play too, but the refs didn't blow a whistle. Fans were furious. Still, the Fever stayed composed. Caitlin, fired up, launched a full-court pass to DB for a touchdown layup. That buzzer-beater pass helped Indiana stay ahead 63-59 going into the fourth, with Coach White choosing to rest the starters in the final frame. An unlikely hero stepped up to seal the deal. Lexie Hull drew defenders and dished a perfect assist to Timpson to open the quarter yet to practice. Lexie Hull's been seen putting in the work, and now she's showing up under pressure. First, she pulls up and nails a smooth 15-foot jumper. Then, off a zoom action, she fearlessly attacks the rack for an and one. Lexie was on a mission. After that, just as the Fever were heating up. Wait, did we say Jaylen Brown? Oops, wrong league, but that long bomb energy? Right on point as the Fever extended their lead into double digits. Even though the Dream tried to mount a late comeback, Lexie turned into their worst nightmare. Off a pin-down screen, she drilled a picture-perfect jumper. Then she knifed through traffic for a powerful finish and iced the game with a silky pull-up at the foul line. By the end of 40 minutes, the Fever walked away with a gritty 81-76 victory over the Atlanta Dream. Lexie Hull went off, dropping 11 of her 14 points in the fourth quarter alone, along with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. A true closer. Caitlin Clark added 13 points with 3 trays, plus 7 assists and 6 boards in another all-around performance. Our intensity, our communication. We had multiple shot clock violations on defense. That's a win for us. Coach Sides was all smiles post-game as the Fever completed an undefeated preseason run. Eye test, passed. Stat sheet, impressive. Chemistry, clicking. Across 3 games, we saw 3 different scoring leaders and 3 different rebounding leaders, proving this squad is deep, balanced, and unselfish. The ball was flying, the movement was crisp, and the energy? Elite. We know it might not start off super pretty, but with trust, work, and belief in each other, we'll get where we want to be. Next up, opening night against Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, a rivalry already brewing with intensity and pride. So buckle up, the real action starts now. Ciao for now and catch you in the next game recap. Peace.